Doug Ford and his cabinet have been discussing what can be done in addition to the current stay-at-home order. A curfew may even be considered. What is very clear is health officials believe the province is in the worst position yet, a year into the pandemic.
Our situation is dire.
More than 4,700 cases today, a new high. The latest modeling projections, normally released Thursdays, will be released tomorrow instead, and they are expected to be grim. It's likely the Premier will make an announcement just after those numbers start sinking in. Today, Cabinet discussed what to do next. The Associate Medical Officer of Health was blunt. Something has to be done.
If we don't change what we're doing, things will in fact get worse.
But the Solicitor General played coy about possible next steps.
What I can confirm is that Cabinet meets regularly.
But she did express concern. Tougher restrictions could include increased enforcement, possibly even a Quebec-style curfew. But the government is acutely aware of the recent anti-curfew riot in Montreal. In the past, the Premier has opposed them. But the past has never looked like this. Adult patients sent to children's hospitals in Toronto and Ottawa. 659 COVID patients in ICUs, almost double the threshold for hospitals to function normally. The field hospital at Sunnybrook is preparing to open and take patients next week. What else can be done if Cabinet is going to toughen up restrictions?
There's a few things, and none of it's pleasant. I think if we think about the stringency of the lockdown we had last March, we need to do that again, but even more so. We need to close everything that isn't utilities, health, and food and medicine.
Colin Furness also believes aggressive, rapid testing for essential workers needs to be done.
I think right away about grocery store workers, other kinds of retail workers, taxi drivers, bus drivers. There's a list of people, occupations.
In February, the Ford government did not follow the Science Advisory Table's recommendation for tougher restrictions and waited until last week to impose a stay-at-home order. But that has not slowed the increase. Not surprising, as it takes 2 or 3 weeks to see an impact.
This is a totally avoidable situation. If the government had taken the advice of their experts, they would have acted earlier. The reason we have modeling is so that you know what to do to prevent what's going to happen 2 weeks from now.
Even regions outside hot zones are struggling. All Grey Bruce residents, which includes the Blue Mountain and Meaford areas, have been told to assume they have COVID and stay at home after 73 new cases with hundreds of high-risk contacts. The Solicitor General today blamed the public for the growing spread, saying people are dying because people aren't wearing a mask. The Associate Medical Officer of Health, though, said a new survey finds the vast majority are complying. And on this grim day, some more bad news. A shipment of 500,000 Moderna shots has been delayed for the second time. It was originally supposed to arrive this weekend. Now it's been pushed back to May 3rd. A government official tells me it could disrupt the vaccination rollout.